Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm exploring a spot in South Shields that most people have been to, or at least know of. They've seen it from a distance, and that is of course the iconic Cleadon Water Tower. We're up here on Cleadon Hills, and from up here you get some of the best panoramic views of the entire northeast. Directly in front of me I can see Penshaw Monument, to the left I can see the coasts of Seam in North Yorkshire, behind me is the water tower. Cleadon Hills isn't just a great place to walk the dog or to spot the wintering Exmoor ponies when they're here. This ridge holds the key to how our town survived, how local agriculture thrived, and is home to South Shields' most iconic coastal landmarks. Today I'm unpacking the secrets of the fake water tower, a haunted windmill, and the unique 250 million year old rock that I'm standing on. Let's get into it. So let's start with the most obvious landmark dominating the skyline. You can see it from miles around, and that is of course the Cleadon Water Tower behind me. It looks exactly like an ornate Italian Campanile bell tower, but there's a plot twist. It's never actually held a drop of water in its entire existence. Back in the 1830s and 1840s, horrific cholera epidemics tore through Sunderland and South Shields due to contaminated water. And to save lives, the Sunderland and South Shields water companies hired the brilliant Victorian engineer Thomas Hawksley to build a pumping station here in the 1860s. Deep below where I'm standing is a vast reservoir of fresh water filtered through permeable limestone, taking us back to our history where this was once a tropical ocean 260 million years ago. The well kept South Shields in fresh water during the cholera era and went down approximately 260 feet. It was about 12 feet in diameter, and at the bottom the water stood 18 feet deep. What's needed to pull all that fresh water up though? They needed massive coal-fired steam boilers. And what do steam boilers need? A massive chimney to vent the smoke and the toxic gases in the steam. And because the Victorians loved grandeur and grand aesthetics, Hawksley completely disguised this industrial chimney inside the stunning 100-foot Italianate masterpiece. Inside there's 141 steps wrapped tightly around the central chimney flue. And the chimney was placed on the highest point to help disperse the steam and the gases. The steam pumps were retired in the 1930s, but during World War II it found new life, wrapped in scaffolding as a radar and lookout station tracking enemy aircraft across the coast. The Luftwaffe used this as a beacon, as a guide for to target other parts of the country. Today the old engine houses on the plot of land behind me are beautiful luxury homes, and the chimney remains a Grade 2 listed sentinel. But what happened to the old reservoir? Well, as you can see from the video footage, there's a huge concrete dome now covering that area. Nature started to reclaim it, as you can see, with ivy and moss starting to encroach from the sides, hiding it from view. And it can only be seen now from the air. This magnificent structure behind me was decommissioned in the 1970s when the Derwent Reservoir was put into operation. And now it serves as a beautiful reminder of our industrial past. Moving on. Just a few hundred metres away sits our next stop, the skeletal ruins of the Cleadon windmill. Standing at the absolute highest point on the hills, the stone tower mill was built in the 1820s for the Reverend George Cooper Abbs to grind corn for the local farms. The highest point on the land, you can see Sunderland and Penshaw Monument over there, the water tower here, the sea over there, and then looking towards the north, on a very clear day you can get a glimpse of the Cheviot. Notice this elevated stone platform surrounding the base. That's a stone reefing stage. It's a highly unique architectural feature specific to windmills in this exact part of the northeast. This allowed the miller to safely adjust the sails. The mill ground corn successfully for decades until a devastating storm in the 1870s completely shattered its sails and rotating cap. It was abandoned, and then during the First World War it suffered the ultimate indignity. It was being used by the military as an artillery base, and then it suffered the ultimate indignity being used by the military as an artificial target practice. And then you can't have a British ruin without a bit of folklore. Local legend says that this mill is haunted by the ghost of Elizabeth Gibbon, the heartbroken daughter of the family who operated the mill when the storm hit. Broken-hearted, she allegedly threw herself from the top of the tower. Whether you believe in the Grey Lady or not, walking past this stone shell when the coastal winds howling like today on a cold winter's evening definitely sends shivers down the spine. However, this is a great vantage point to view the surrounding counties. Right now I can see all the way down to North Yorkshire. I can see the windmills of Redcar. I can see Seaham Pier, I can see Roker, I can see Penshaw Monument and the Spire Bridge. I can see County Durham, and to the north, the water tower. And it's also a great place to spot wildlife in the area. And if you're lucky, on a clear, cold winter's night, you'll get great views of the stars and the northern lights in the winter. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe and comment if you have any memories of the location. Thanks for watching and keep exploring.